Take two.
Whoa. Whoa. When we were falling in love, I was a child that wasn't tolerable, but there was beauty in the cliche things. And I proposed with a candy ring. How we talked about our charts inside. You love to post your thoughts online, but now I try to reconcile my age. Looking back, I didn't think it would change. When we were falling in love, I never thought we'd be falling in love. But when she nearly tore us apart, my only goal was to rebuild your heart. It's not so easy to ask what it was for. No more, babe, leave your shoes at the door. When we were sitting at the sushi spot, but I decided what I would be called. I'm after all that included you, but never asked if you wanted me to. When we were falling in love, I never thought we'd be falling in love. Whoa. Now the streets we walked and the songs we knew keep reminding me of what we went through. When you are falling in love, you never think about moving on. I know we were only a moment in time. I slowly, surely understand the reasons why we left it all behind. Whoa, yeah, we left it all behind. Whoa, we were falling apart. Never thought that it would be the start, 'cause in the end something else begins. I'm not the person who I was back then. When we were falling in love, I never thought we'd be falling in love. Whoa. Now the streets we walked and the songs we knew keep reminding me of what we went through. When you were falling in love, you never think about moving on.
Welcome to Note for Note. Meet your next favorite artist, DK Lyons.
Hey, what's up?
DK, we're so happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Of
course, of course. Backing up DK, we've got Sophie Ray on vocals. And we've got Isaac Jones on that beautiful bright red
I'm gonna get out of the
Electro
way.
6 keyboard. Beautiful, beautiful keyboard over there. And we got a couple familiar faces. We've got Eddie on the bass.
Let's go.
We've got Sweeney on the drums.
Woo!
And we have a brand new co-host with us today. This is Buddy.
This is Buddy.
I don't know if any camera's getting this right now, but if it is,
Buddy.
Buddy, thoughts? He doesn't really have many thoughts.
It's true. Not a lot of thoughts back there.
That was awesome.
Thank
DK,
you.
really rock.
Oh,
you
thank you
really,
so
really
much.
rock. So that song is on your upcoming album.
It is, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Sophomoric Rambling.
That's correct.
Which comes out April 12th.
That is correct.
Busy April for you. Busy
Very.
April. Can't wait to get into all that. First, I want to dive right in. Do you think I'm handsome?
So handsome.
Oh, my God.
I was really nervous playing that song because I was like, man, I want to look really good in front of Pat.
You could never-
So handsome.
You have no idea how happy you just made him.
Let's cut. That's all. So let's get right into it. Your songs really, really vibe. I've seen you in a couple shows so far. They always really, really rock, and that's great. And I want to hear how you approach songwriting.
I started writing songs when I was like 5 years old. I used to type out song titles and like print them out, and I would like sit there with a badminton racket and play them.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's
Wait,
go.
that's a universal thing, the badminton
go.
racket?
Yes.
Oh,
I've never heard of
badminton
that.
racket or
I've
the
never
tennis
heard of this
racket?
before.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, yeah. And then I kind of didn't tell anyone about it for a long time. So I have like, I guess somewhere around like 1,400 demos I've written in my life and recorded, and they're all terrible, like all absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But I got into a proper studio for the first time. My mom actually got me some time for Christmas one year, and I just became addicted to it. Like,
It's a really good gift.
Oh,
Good
she's
for
the goat.
her.
She's the goat.
Good for Mama Lyons.
I know. And she called like 4 or 5 studios and was like, "This is the guy I vibed with the most." And Steve, I've worked with him on every single song I've done. We're like
That's
best
so
friends.
cool.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's so
dope.
cool.
You've written so much freaking music. I want to know how, like, what makes you write? Why do you write new stuff instead of playing other songs that you already love?
It's like a faucet I can't shut off. I wake up and I hear something in the morning and I immediately like write it down. But it comes in waves for me. Like I'll go through like 6 months of time where I won't write anything, and then I'll go through 6 weeks where I write 20 songs.
You talked a little bit about how, you acknowledge that you've written bad songs. You acknowledge that you had to kind of go through that thing, and then that's often the fear for songwriters, is that they're afraid to kind of write bad music to get to the good stuff. Is that something that you've been able to get through easily because you spent so much time just writing?
Everyone wants to become a rock star and famous when you're 20 years old, right? But like I now look where I'm at, where I just turned 30 last year, and I don't really regret anything because I know I had to go through like all of the terrible times of writing and thinking that I was really, really good, and then a year later listening to it and be like, that was terrible. I've come so far since then, and I feel like that process for me, especially when no one else knew was happening, was really good because I could just work on a craft and do a bunch of really bad stuff, and no one really knew I was doing bad stuff.
Actually, we know you from real life, don't we? That's how you're in this room. Like,
Yeah.
we know you from the world. You want to talk a bit about that, Sweeney?
A mutual friend of ours reached out and was like, "Hey, a friend of mine is looking to play his music with a band for the first time. Do you have time to play drums for him?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we've been playing together for what, like 9 months?
Yeah, 9 months
Going
now.
on a year. Yeah.
it's crazy.
Wait, that show was your first live show?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Your
The one
30th
at-
birthday show.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've played live shows before, but I used to get up there, and looking back on it now too, like I probably looked like an idiot because I was up there with just me, and I had backing tracks where I'd pulled out all the vocals and everything from my songs and was just up there playing.
Yeah, but that's
I was
cool,
That's
though.
cool.
Yeah,
Still
no,
dope.
yeah,
So cool.
What was one of the biggest things you learned transitioning from playing to the sounds that you were used to hearing to then figuring out how to translate it into live instrumentation?
Honestly, what I love so much about it now is almost not worrying about translating it. Like I like when people come up with ideas, like when we've kind of modified a lot of the studio versions of songs to be pure live versions, and now they've taken on like a new life, which I think is really cool because I was so used to just the studio version forever, and I feel like it's a very open environment where someone has an idea, like it's like, yeah, let's try it, and then more often than not, because you guys are amazing musicians, it works. So like it's been super cool to like give these songs new life on stage.
When I was working on my very first time rehearsing my own music with other people, and it was literally just a drummer and a bassist and then me and piano, so it wasn't anything crazy. Like the drummer asked me what I wanted for a certain song, and I said, I know exactly what I want and what I'm hearing, but I don't want to tell you. I want to know what you think first. And then obviously we went with what he did because I'm not the drumming expert.
Yeah.
I wrote words, I wrote the chords, I wrote the piano, yada yada yada. But this guy knows how to drum better than I could possibly know how to drum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trust him on that. And it's just, I really love it. Making music is awesome. Making music with people is so amazing.
You speaking about the 1,400 songs, the demos that you have, I mean, like I've made beats for the last like 6 years, and I know there are probably a couple hundred that no one's heard because they're just trash. And but looking back at them now, I'm like, oh, I learned so much since then that even if I wanted to like remake this one, it might sound better now that I have all the technique that I have.
How did you meet the rest of your band? How did you meet Sophie and Isaac?
It's a funny story. So I met Sophie on Facebook, actually, in the New York musicians
Marketplace?
group. Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah. I bought her. Yeah.
Just a photo of myself looking for friends.
And then Isaac, we met on basically like the hinge of music called Band Mix. We're like,
Cool.
God, band mix.
yeah, dude. It was like so, and he was like, I mean, you can tell your story if you want. You're new to the city.
Yeah, I just like moved to the city. Like, I mean, like we met like a week of me like moving to New York. I was like, because I moved, I wanted to do music.
So you hit the ground running.
Yeah,
Awesome.
like DK hit me up. I'm like, yo, this is like the music I like to listen to. I like to play. And we all met up. We got a drink, and it was just like vibes, like almost instantly.
So that song was When We Were Falling in Love off your upcoming album, Sophomoric Rambling.
Yep.
And this next song is Road Trip Mixtape, also off Sophomoric Rambling.
Yep.
Think we can hear a little bit of it?
Let's do it.
All right, hit me.
Two, three.
recollect your smile. It's impossible to let memories run round your mind. God bless Adderall. We joke with twins, even though I'm older, and I know your soul is to cross these borders. But the time we shared, that we both were scared to fail, and maybe life ain't worth the trail. If I call you up, will you still be there? You know I'm never going anywhere, so let's make a vow tonight. We swear the road is where we'll always start again. Long drives, 40 hours straight, language only we can speak. Late nights, will we ever change? Stories are currency to buy us love, but the store is closed, and we fought so hard to stay composed. I said you're cool as hell, you said it's hard to tell. Sometimes you just can't get out of the well. If I call you up, will you still be there? You know I'm never going anywhere. Let's make a vow that tonight we swear the road is where we'll always start again. Promise you call if you run out of gas on the side of the road and your hope is cash. I'll pick you up and we'll play St. John and MGK, 'cause I don't wanna know life without you beside me.
Laughing in some corner booth, making fun of mom's two rules. Pranks on trips in Iowa, pranks on friends in Omaha. Pack your life into the sea, put our playlist on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat.
If I call you up, will you still be there? You know I'm never going anywhere, so let's make a vow. Yeah, tonight we swear the road is where we'll always start again. The road is where we'll always start again.
That one is such a vibe. I really love it.
Oh,
I
thank
love it.
you.
I'm so mad at you. I want to sing that one so bad. I am the only dick in the room without an instrument to perform with. I'm just over here all on my own. Even the dog left me. The dog's on the floor now. So how long have you been in New York?
I've been in New York for almost 4 years now. I moved here. No, my God, 5. I moved here in June 2019.
Good
So
stuff.
I was New York adjacent for a while. I was in Connecticut, and I foolishly followed a girl here. Didn't work out, but ended up in New York, and I don't know if I could ever
God.
live anywhere else. So.
How many came to New York stories start with a girl?
Literally, I know.
Damn.
A lot of material came out of that.
I'm sure. Let's talk about your April. Looks like a busy April for you.
Yeah.
So you have album dropping April 12th.
Yep.
Live show, I'm assuming, of that album.
Yep.
April 24th.
Yep.
And then a film on
Yes.
April 26th.
Yeah.
So what are you doing on April 25th?
Let's hang out.
Oh my God, stop it. So you've been here 5 years. Where do you like to get dinner? Anywhere that you like specifically?
I know a nice little Italian spot.
Yeah, do they take reservations?
Oh yeah, I'll get you one.
If you're two
Gotta
cute
have one.
twunks.
I'm gonna cut this tension real fast. This is your sophomore album, aptly named.
Yep.
What was different about this album versus your first?
So the first one, as most first albums are, was like a greatest hits compilation, basically, because it was like all these songs that I collected and I weeded out a bunch, and I kind of chose like the 12 that I thought were good enough to be on an album. And then I made an EP after that I had like really high hopes for, and it didn't do as well as I thought it would. And I kind of had like no plan after that of what I was going to do. And so I was kind of like mad one day and just like pulled up this old demo I had and just like rewrote it, kind of angry, and it turns into The Girls of Summer. And then from there I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to start doing singles, because that's what people do now. They put out singles on Spotify and they get traction that way. And then suddenly I had like 4 songs that I thought were single worthy, and then I had 10, and then I had 15, and then I had 20. And
Sick.
yeah, and it became a concept album without really being a concept album. It's intentionally exactly an hour in length. The first song is actually kind of an intro where you're meeting this doctor who's a therapist, and she kind of says, "Tell me, why are you seeking therapy at this time?" And then the entire album from there kind of goes through as if I'm having a first therapy session, where you start very 30,000 foot view. This is what stresses me out about the world, and then you go deeper and deeper into like the trauma, and then you come out of it finding hope and resolve and all these different things.
That's really thought out. How long did you like work on the concept of it? How long did this take you to piece together?
Yeah, it was the concept came quickly, I think, trying to figure out where everything fit in it. It's funny, I had one song that I was like dead set on keeping in, and I played it for a friend of mine, and he was like, "I don't think that song should be here." So that's when I went and wrote Road Trip Mixtape, which to me is like my favorite song on the album. Yeah, it was a really long process, and then I work in video production by day, and I'm always like, I put out a music video for every one of my songs because I'm crazy, and I had this concept for a short film that I wanted to like write, and so I did, and the original script was like 7 pages long, and my other friend who I show all my stuff to, was like, "No one's gonna watch this, are you kidding me?" So I cut it down to like 2.5 pages, and shot it with a couple friends, super low key, low budget, and we'll be debuting that at the next show. So
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
super excited.
the film accompanies the album.
Yep. Yeah. So
Cool,
it basically, I wrote the script, kind of touching on each song in order. So each song is referenced, and then when we shot it, I basically pulled in like a prop from the music video for the song, and I brought in the wardrobe from that I was wearing in the music video. So it's the entire album in order,
Cool. Very
referencing
cool.
different things from.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Is that your first time making a film of yourself?
It's the first time I've ever had to like act, like be on
Fun.
camera
Cool.
and like have a speaking role and have to like deliver with cadence and all these different things.
Yeah, because you're a unicorn to the New York City music industry. You are in New York making music, and you don't have a BFA in musical theater.
Literally, it is so wild. In the last year, I've gained like 30 friends, and all of them are like former musical.
Yeah,
theater
you're like
mates.
the only one.
It's so wild
in the whole city.
But it's like I feel so grateful to be like a part of the community.
Sure. What would you say, production-wise, was the most taxing of that short film?
That's a good question. Honestly, I prepped for like 6 months.
Wow.
Like I would read the script 3 times a day.
Okay.
Like 5 days a week to try to just make sure I knew it in and out, so that when I did it, it felt like I was actually talking and not like rehearsing the script and all that stuff. So like the production side of it, like you'll appreciate, it was super simple. We had like a single Sony A7S. We had a couple lights. We had like I didn't even know GoPro makes like lav mics. So we had GoPro lav mics. And
nice.
I had 3 people on set with me, and we did it in like 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where's the live show happening?
Live show's happening at the Delancey down in like the Lower East Side. It was the only venue that my booking agent knew of that had a screen.
Booking agent again,
Well, no, it's
on
like,
top of your shit.
It's Gig Finesse. Come on, everyone uses Gig
come on,
Finesse.
yo.
Gig Finesse is what's up.
Yeah, exactly. So
I've never heard of Gig Finesse.
Well, once you start playing your originals live, we'll get you lined up.
All right.
We'll get you a show booked.
Show
for
me
them.
Gig Finesse.
I'll show you more than that.
Oh my God.
Derek.
So a couple years ago, I made a music video for a song called Summer Lullabies, where I played like 15 different characters, including an all blonde Instagram model that I dressed up in like a dress, and I put lipstick on. I did the whole thing, and she may make a cameo in the short film.
Ooh.
Derek, if I see you in a dress and a wig, I might freak
I
out.
have to help with the makeup. I have to.
Give him a full face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Full beat.
Red lip.
Lashes.
Well,
I think pink.
I was gonna say, so Sophie and I play in an all-girls cover band where I am the only guy in the cover band.
That is so
Because we need
funny.
a guitarist.
I know, and we're playing a show next week, and I was gonna ask what you think I should dress up as for that.
Nothing. I think you stand in the back.
So Delancey Ballroom shows at 7. DK's on at 9. It is on April 24th. If you're in New York City and you're watching this show, go see a live show.
Please
Come
come.
see it.
Go
This
see a
whole
live-
I'll
side-
pay you to
This
come.
whole side of the room is going to be playing. So
And he's got a real job, so he means he'll pay you if you come.
I will pay you if you come.
all right.
I think you're about to play us out with a song from your first album.
I am.
Called The Past Romanticized.
Yes,
And the song is called Danger.
it sure is. There's a moment in there. I might look at you.
Oh my God.
I hope
Okay.
you can keep it together.
I'll get ready.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. And she said, I don't know what I'm doing here. Why don't you tell me? I've been looking at my phone all night. And so I replied, I'm a little broken down inside, but I'm here to celebrate, not to cry. You got some style and pretty eyes, but they're looking through me. I said, girl, give yourself more credit than that.
So we found common ground in love that left us to drown. So she said, I could be your life raft. Oh, I'm in danger tonight, and it's time that I decide if I'm ready to take this ride. Cause there's a danger in your eyes. Don't you pull me to your side. You said let me be what's on your mind. Cause baby I like danger. Pleasure and pain just not the same. At least not for me. I don't see the point in pointless sex. Whoa, but I'm wounded and wasted and intrigued. Let's face it, said, here's a taste of what's coming next. Oh, I'm in danger tonight, and it's time that I decide if I'm ready to take this ride. Cause there's a danger in your eyes. Don't you pull me to your side. You said let me be what's on your mind. Cause baby I like danger. The lights come on as the music stops. You turn toward me. This was never in my plans. Oh, but I think back to the time when my sun was up so high. The future is out of my hands. Oh, I'm in danger tonight, and it's time that I decide if I'm ready to take this ride. Cause there's a danger in your eyes as you pull me to your side. You said let me be what's on your mind. Baby, I like danger.
I like danger.
Baby, I like danger.
Baby, I like danger. Baby, I like danger.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah!
Nice. Good stuff,
awesome.
everyone.
Good work, everyone. Good work, everyone. DK, thank you so much for coming. Isaac, Sophie, thank you so much for coming. Eddie,
Sure.
Sweeney, you live here.
We do. This
Buddy.
is our living room. Buddy, thanks for being here.
Aw.
Thanks for checking us out, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here, everybody. And
Thank you so much for having us. This was awesome.
Everybody
Appreciate it.
stream DK Lyons on Spotify or Apple Music or any of your streaming services. Check him out live, Delancey Ballroom, April 24th. Check out his short film coming soon after, April 26th. Catch us at that Italian joint, April 25th.
Come.
thank you.